That's from D&D? Those characteristic things? Oh, I didn't know it came from that.
No, because you only have ever heard that D&D is brujeria, is Satanás. Satanás.
Oh, heck no. Get out of here, Satanás.
Yeah, no. It seems like it's not that bad. I don't know. They're not like sacrificing virgins like they sold me. There was like a video like from, I don't know, 90 something where it's like people that play D&D are in devil worship and they sacrifice human sacrifices every Halloween. And it was a lot.
Wow.
It was a lot.
For a board game?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know,
I don't know about that world.
My parents wanted to make sure that I was not celebrating any type of spooky season.
No spooky for you.
No spooky for me.
That's so funny. I know. Growing up in the 90s was the best, though.
It was. I'm trying to raise my child in that way. Hopefully I can. We'll see. We'll see how far I get.
We're trying to reproduce our childhood.
Yeah, no, because I really enjoy the level of balance I have in terms of technology and real life. Yeah. Like, yeah. But then again, it wasn't always like that. I think once you get older, you're just kind of like, you're over it. Yeah. I know I got over it after a certain point. I was like, I'm going to put my whole life out there. And I'm just like, no. No.
I know. We live in a weird time where you are almost forced to put your whole life out there. So you have like this exposure. Like
especially with businesses and things like this.
You have to be a content creator. Yeah. Like, you have to be like all like authentic and like putting yourself out there all the time on social media, which I think there's a good balance with that. Also, it's like a balance thing, but it's also like, don't let it get too much where it becomes like a thing. Like you're like, it's all you think about is like people get too addicted, obsessed, whatever with the whole thing. But, I would say that we're both introverts, right? Would you consider us both?
Absolutely. Like we are.
I would say I'm a social introvert, though. I don't know what you would identify as yourself.
I could, but it's hard.
You live more at a regular,
like at a regular introvert level. But I can because I do have to get things done. Yeah.
You have to live in society.
But it is like the workup to having the interaction. Yeah. Is so mentally straining. Yeah. Like literally all the energy, like once I'm done, I'm so tired. I'm physically tired. Really? Like I need to go home and go rest. Really? Because it is physically draining.
I'm not like a full introvert. Maybe I'm like we're literally in the middle. Because I internalize a lot.
The ambivert or
maybe. Yeah. That makes me sound like I'm bisexual.
I'm an ambivert.
I am both. I love being with people, but then I also don't like being with people. I don't know. Maybe I'm just moody.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because I do love conversations with people.
Now, does this happen at a certain period, would you say?
Girl, my cycle has me on a chokehold. That thing is like, it's crazy. I hate it. So emotional. I do get super emotional right before.
Oh, yeah.
The PMS is
anything
real.
Can make me cry. Anything. I can go the whole like 20 some odd days. I'm a bad bee. I could beat someone up. You can't touch me. And then 3 days before, weeping, sobbing over nothing. Yeah. It's like, he talked to me in a weird way. I don't think he loves me anymore. I think he's thinking about leaving. Just like the most nonsensical scenarios.
I know, especially with like our husbands. I feel like it's like very extreme. It's like, you are everything, or
I love you.
You are the butts of life.
You set my soul on fire. Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, I become a Pepe Le Pew at certain times of the month too. I'm just like, oh, ooh, all the kisses. Yeah. Yeah. That's what life as a woman is like, I guess. Yeah. So hormonal.
My husband, luckily I brought him to a place of understanding because I've had to put it in a logical sense. Mm-hmm. Like I've had to attach the hormones that let him know they make me illogical.
Yeah.
I don't want to be this way. Do you think I want to be this way? No, I absolutely don't. I don't think any woman wants to be this way. No. We just accept it because it is the way.
Us.
Yeah. So
this is us.
Yeah. So I have brought him to a place of understanding by bringing science.
Yeah.
He is a man of science.
Yeah. Oh, that's so smart. Go to the way that his brain works. Mm-hmm. That makes so much sense. Mm-hmm. That's so smart, Alex. Okay. Preach.
But I think I'm more of a true introvert than you might be. Because you're really good in a social setting. I've seen you. And I'm just like,
sometimes I'm faking it. Sometimes I'm faking it till I'm making it.
Still, I seamless.
Thank you. I think it's because my parents made me say hi to every. You know, when you live in a Hispanic world, and when you go to someone's house and you have to say hi to everyone and kiss everyone on the cheek. I was not allowed to opt out of that. I was not, and I was like the most shyest little kid. And I was like, and they're like, say hi to Tio so and so, Miss Tia so and so, and I was like,
the lip quiver.
Oh, I hated it. So to the point where I was like, all right, whatever. I'm just going to do it.
At least you got past that point. I'm still like family functions. I just think about how many people are going to be there. Oh my God, I have to say hi. And then they're like, do you remember me? I'm like, no. The last time I saw you I was 3 years old. I know you were so little. Like, then how? You already know. That's a stupid question. Please move on.
If you know I was this little, I don't remember. Yeah, I think growing up Hispanic is different than other cultures,
especially for
because of that. Like, you have to be an extrovert in a Hispanic culture. You have to be loud. You have to be talkative. You have to be like expressive, and it's interesting.
The antithesis of me.
Yes.
Like I mean, I get loud with you. Obviously, super comfortable. We're probably really annoying. At least myself, I can probably
in public settings.
Settings, definitely
we are.
But. Yeah, no, with any even like with family, after a while, I'm just like, now I'm disassociating.
I have disconnected. I am no longer here.
And we're done.
It's so true. And so making friendships can be really hard if you are like a true introvert, because you're like overthinking. You're like, I don't feel comfortable in like a social setting. Like, how do I make a move to like be someone's friend?
Right.
So it can be really hard. And I feel like a key to introverts is like knowing your value. You know, what do you bring to the table, so that you do have that even ounce of confidence to be like, hey, like, it was so nice to meet you the other day. I don't know if you'd ever want to like grab coffee. Like, I feel like we'd get along really well or something. That to me is the hinge, like the thing that will take you to that friendship level, is that little like, I've met this person. I think they're cool. Like, I'd love to be their friend. And just that little ounce of confidence to create that little friendship date, and just be like, I don't know if you'd ever want to like go, you know, whatever, go work out together. Go, I don't know what people do. I don't work out. Go like,
what are the kids doing these days? Yeah, no,
whatever,
but something that you feel like you have in common.
Yeah. I know this really cool new coffee place. It looks super cute. I don't know if you'd ever want to get together.
Yeah, no, I think that having the confidence to follow up and not overthink, because that tends to happen to me. It's like, why would they want to talk to me?
Yeah.
What do I bring to the table? What do I, you know,
and realizing you have a lot to bring to the table, and just looking back and be like, actually, I'm a pretty good listener. You know, I really care about people that I love. This, just like list off. I try to think of at least 5 things, and you're going to be like, actually, I think I could be a good friend. You know?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Like, treat it like an interview, but don't put so much weight.
No, right.
Because you're just getting to know each other. Yeah. You're trying to find compatibility with each other. So if you treat it more like and having, because every time I go to an interview and they're like, what are some positive things about you? I'm like, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I just can never, like, all of a sudden my mind goes blank, like as if I bring nothing to the table. Like, I don't. Like I'm not, and not that I could use this specifically in an interview, but like I think I'm funny.
Yeah.
As I say, I think I'm funny. You know, I think that I am a good listener, and I think that I can offer some valid advice. I've I've been around. But
I've seen a thing or two.
But yeah, I think if you treat it as an interview and just kind of like start to really be intentional about getting to know this person.
Yeah.
Right. Because you don't, if it's not meant for you, it's just not, you can't force an incompatible relationship. Like you're not going to do it with your forever spouse. Why would you do it with a potential forever friend? Like just so that you could be unhappy and they're unhappy. Or maybe they don't know because you faked it and you're just drained of energy all the time.
Right.
So yeah, treating it like an interview.
It's a great idea.
A fun interview.
Yeah, like a fun interview. Yeah.
Don't put so much weight on it.
Don't overthink it. Just think about the positives instead of the negatives. Like, oh, this person might reject me. This person might cause me all this pain, or this person might be whatever. Just think about, what if this person's wonderful? What if this person is going to be a great friend for me? And don't put so much weight on it either, where it's like, this is the end all be all. This is going to be my best friend forever. It's like, this might just be a cool friend that you can call on to hang out, text, whatever. And finding like a commonality. Like I met a friend who she loves graphic design, and she's like, oh, look at my, I have an Etsy store. And I was like, oh my gosh, we love connecting on that level and like talking about, that kind of stuff. And that really helped us build a commonality. And like, I was like, oh, we should talk about, like, I'd love to get more information about how you did your Etsy store. She's like, of course, I'd love to. And so like finding the time to, even if it's like once, if you even just connect with this person once and like, just like be proud of that. Be proud of the fact that you made that move.
Yes.
You guys got together.
You got to bank the small victories. Absolutely.
Yes. And be proud of yourself, because it's as introverts, I think we do have a lot of negative self-talk. So we need to really put the volume up on our positive talk and just like, remember like, this was great. I just did something really hard for me. And even though it might be easy for a lot of people, it was hard for me. So I'm really proud of myself for that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Little things you need to be proud of yourself for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then just the act of putting yourself out there, point blank, period. You're just going to have to, I know we talked about being in a Hispanic household, how much that sucks, but you kind of have to do it sometimes. If that is the season that you're in at seriously seeking a friend, you are just going to have to go out and try. There's no way around it. There is no cutting corners in that department.
Right.
You just have to do it.
Right.
But again, keeping in mind that positive self-talk.
Right.
You got to train yourself sometimes to do it.
Right. And I think it's going to be well received 90% of the time, 99% of the time. Because as women, we do long for female relationship. We long for friendship. So it's not like people are going to be like, ooh, you want to be my friend? Like, I don't know. Then you probably don't want to be friends with that person anyways. If they're like caught off guard by that, I'm like, okay, what the heck? But like, I think most of the time women are going to be like, yes, that sounds awesome. I'd love to connect with you. Yeah. Yes, totally. So, it's finding your value, like realizing your value, taking that step of confidence and boldness to make that first connection or first meetup. And then just seeing how it goes and being proud of yourself for any little step that you've done.
And then being intentional, with the follow-up.
Yes.
Especially if there's someone that you want to pursue.
Yes.
Gosh, it sounds like having like a boyfriend. I
know. Oh my God.
Like, whoa, the parallels are uncanny.
It is uncanny. We're like, this is how you make friends, because we know all about it. Just like our love life. We have such a great love life. Nervous laughter.
So good.
No, yeah. Again, we don't know everything at all. We're figuring it out with everybody. But these are things that we're learning in the process. You know what I mean? Like, and sometimes I feel like this is what happens is our introvert self will sometimes gravitate to maybe a little bit extrovert person.
Right.
So when you have that opposites attract type of a thing, usually the extrovert's going to be like, totally cool.
The extrovert adopts the introvert.
Yeah.
So, but just know as an extrovert, you have a responsibility.
Take care of us. Love us.
Take care
Handle
of your
with
little
care.
introvert. Especially when we go somewhere and we're not the only ones.
Totally.
It's like, oh, wait, come over here.
Yes.
It's just, have you met my friend? And
yes.
So, but yes, take care of your little introverts. They're shy and scared.
They're shy and they're scared. They're frightened. Totally. So I think it's worth making the leap and putting yourself out there, especially if you're longing for that female friendship, finding someone that you're like, that girl seems really cool. I'd love to connect with her. You know, and I was talking to someone about like clingy vibes. Like sometimes we might put ourselves out there and be like, she looks really cool. And then you start getting like a very clingy vibe from them. Like they're like, yeah, cool. Let's do it. Like, what do you want to do? Oh, and they start texting you like 100 times
all the time. Yeah.
Then, you know, like be aware of that too. Like, cause I don't know if you're cool with that, but like for me, that's like a major red flag, like clinginess or like neediness. I'm like, drama, people that are like super drama. I've never been like that. Ever since I was a kid, I already knew, like, I got burned by one friend. Like I remember having like friends that were like popular friends. I don't know how I got in that group, but like I remember having friends that were popular, and that is drama central. I'm like, no, I'd rather go be friends with that quiet girl in the corner who's like not good at.
She keeps her business to herself.
Yeah, I'll be friends with that quiet, none of that nice
drama.
girl.
She'll listen to the drama, but she won't be a part of it.
Yeah, no, I was like, I can't. Even as a kid, I know I was like, I'm not being part of that drama.
No.
So I've always been very like what's the word? I guess discerning when it comes to making my friends, because I'm like, I don't want to cling on to someone that's gonna like be like so much.
I was like the clingy. I was definitely.
You were the clingy?
I was the clingy because I wanted.
Well, you're not clingy anymore.
No. I might be too aloof now. The opposite.
The pendulum has swung.
But yeah, I was clingy, like, oh hey, like constantly like commenting on you, or like, I think you're so great. I think it like really like too much, you know, really? When someone's just like,
because you were just seeking affirmation,
right?
Yeah,
affirmation, validation, all that good. So I thought that like being so, I guess that was, as we say in Spanish, babosa, towards people, like constantly, oh, you're so pretty, oh, this, that, and the other, you dress so well all the time, like, okay, thank you, can we be derogatory for 1 second? But yes, there was a point in time where I was that clingy friend just to try, and no one ever sticks around for that.
Yeah, it
gets to a point where it just gets too much, too much, like. Yeah.
Well, and it's shallow. It is very affection.
Shallow. It is very shallow affection.
It's not real. There's nothing about your character. That's why I don't know if this is like whatever, but I've been like trying to avoid compliments on like people's like clothing or appearance. And I've been trying to think of like compliments that are towards your character.
Right.
Because, and it's harder.
Well,
I'm not complimenting as much anymore.
That needs time. That needs time to reveal itself. You can't just automatically, I think you have a beautiful soul right off the bat. You don't know this part. You don't know me.
You don't know my soul.
It's like, I'm dark. I'm so goth inside. No, but yeah, you can. And I guess that's what makes it more meaningful.
Yeah.
Is because that takes time to show itself. And you're not handing it out willy-nilly. You know?
Yeah. Even though we do like hearing, you look so nice today, or that dress looks so pretty, whatever. That is nice. But I don't know. Me personally, I feel like I want to be in a season now where I'm like being intentional with my compliments too, and not just be like.
Absolutely. I think to me, one of the greatest compliment is like honesty. Like I just want someone to, I love you because you're such your authentic self.
Yeah.
Like you're honest.
Yes.
And that to me would be like the greatest compliment. If anybody wants to throw that my way, if you feel like that's it, please. No, but definitely complimenting someone on their character versus their appearance is greater than.
Well, I've noticed for you that you are in such a mature place of life that I've never seen you so self-assured before. You are like working on a whole nother level. Like the amount of anxiety is so low.
I know.
Like I feel like you are working on a different like wavelength. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like for so long you were always very anxious about everything, but I've noticed that you're just on a different playing field now.
Thank
you. That shows your maturity, that you are growing, that you are like seeking out that new level.
Right. New place of growth.
Yeah.
Growth, I don't know. Whatever. I ruined it now. Well, since we're handing out compliments, wise. You have gotten so wise. Oh my goodness. Like, I can come to you with anything and you're like, well, this, that, and the other, or you should approach it this way. I was like, I never even thought of that perspective. Like, I
appreciate that.
Just this level of wisdom that I'm like, should I call her Salmonella?
Okay,
Salmonella.
Just call me Salmonella. I will get you sick.
But yes, it's definitely, I've seen so much growth in you as well, but definitely a level of wisdom that I would trust you with any question. With any question I have.
That means a lot.
Like, I've gotten to the place where I don't know if this is correct or not, but I will ask you carry the same weight as my husband.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I definitely appreciate all of your advice.
I appreciate that.
And it's none of it has led me astray. So it's really definitely divine advice.
I appreciate that. It is divine. Well, not like it's not me.
Like, no,
I feel
it's
like
not you.
I feel like I've been seeking wisdom for my own life because things are so crazy that, you know, I have definitely been seeking the Lord. But I really appreciate you saying that you can come to me with anything, because I feel like something that I struggle with is like criticism. Like, I feel like I can be so critical of myself, and sometimes I can project criticism on others, or like that's something that I've been trying to get off of, is like not being so critical. Well, God has, the slice of humble pie that I feel like I have received lately is like, he is totally deflating my ego in so many ways, so that I'm like, I can't do anything but be gracious, you know, like, who do I think I am to even say anything? Like,
right.
So I feel like sometimes with people that I do love, I can be a little critical or whatever, but I don't want to be that anymore. So the fact that you said you can come to me with anything makes me feel like you trust me to not be critical.
I don't think it's critical, or as critical as you think it is. I think it's just very honest. I think it's really, really honest. And sometimes it, you know, at the moment it hits your ear and you're not ready. You're not ready. But as you kind of ruminate on like things you've told me, and I ruminate on them, like, no, they make sense. They make a lot of sense. And, you know, I need to do this because I can't not, you know? So I think what you think is critical is just honest, just pure honesty that maybe someone isn't quite prepared for at the moment. Because I think we're so used to, in the society, kind of like tiptoeing around, trying to get people to that place, you know, to that idea, instead of just, here it is. This is it. And whoa, hard stop right there to the thing, you know. So I get why you might see it, especially when someone reacts like, okay, you know. But really, to me, it just seems like it's just honesty to the point.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good. I'm glad it doesn't come off as like super judgy, because I know that's something that I do struggle with, is judginess.
Daniella, judgy? I didn't mean that sarcastically, but then I thought about it. I'm like, well, certain things.
I can be judgy.
But
I can be very judgy.
Super judgy.
I can be very judgy, and I don't like that. I don't like that about myself.
You know, I'm trying to also, like when I see something and I'm like, at least they're trying. Good for you.
That is good. That's good, Alex. That's
I good. I have to like say it out loud. So I look like a psychopath on the street. I'd be like, awesome. So glad that's happening for you. But yeah.
That's so funny. Well, this was like a little love fest.
It was.
Maybe this is a very little love fest episode.
We were little bubbles with each other. No, but yeah. Again, and making friends as introverts. Apparently talking is difficult, but making friends as introverts doesn't have to be as hard as we make it. I think we just we make it so difficult in our minds when it's really not.
Right.
So you can do it. Everyone can do it. Yeah. It's just learning your value as an individual and being intentional.
Yeah. That's so good. Well, you can do it.
You can do it.
Make a friend today.
Now.
Call us now. 1-800.
Call
Soul
me
Sisters
for your
podcast.
free reading now. I don't know if we'll get canceled for that.
Is she doing a Jamaican accent? Cringe.
I could say things, but I won't.
No, I know. Guys, cancel us. What the heck? Do whatever you want. It's not going to affect us. All three of you cancel us. See what happens.
I don't care.
All right, Alex, this has been great.